Niagara Falls is one of the most sought after tourist attractions in the world, and it is also known as the eighth wonder of the world. And if you've seen the Horseshoe Falls, you know why. I'll tour the falls later in the video, but I want to show what it's like in Niagara Falls, Canada. That's going to be the focus of the video, what it's like in Niagara Falls. So this is Clifton Hill, which is kind of like the biggest tourist area of Niagara Falls. There's lots of like amusements, arcades, wax museums, really all sorts of things, a haunted house. And this is about a, maybe 10-15 minute walk to the falls. So Niagara Falls, Canada is a city in Canada, obviously. Niagara Falls has two sides. The Canadian side, where I am now, and the US side.
Oh, I don't know.
So Niagara Falls is a border city. New York State is like 5 minutes from here, across on the other side of Niagara Falls. And there are actually 3 falls that make up Niagara Falls. The biggest as far as water by far is the Canadian Falls, or Horseshoe Falls. In this video, I'm also going to be going over when the best time of year is to visit Niagara Falls. So right now is October 1st, so beautiful fall day in Canada, in Niagara Falls. And this area here in the summer is packed, like really busy. So I would suggest, actually I would guarantee, the best time to visit Niagara Falls is in the fall. So the summer is hot in Canada, and the fall right now, especially the early fall, is still really nice. So today is 19 degrees, sunny, just, I mean, really nice. So there's way less crowds in the fall. So I would suggest by far the best time to come is now. So September, October, by the end of October it's usually getting kind of chilly. So September and early October is your best time to visit the falls. Behind the pizza place, so the tower there, is Casino Niagara. So there are 2 casinos in Niagara Falls, Canada, Casino Niagara and Falls View. So one of the other things to do in the city, there's really, as far as tourism, it is really built up on the Canadian side. There is the Sky Wheel and an amusement park basically attached to the Sky Wheel. Roller coaster on the top of the roof of that Frankenstein. There's a Burger King, but then there's a Frankenstein like haunted house, and then a roller coaster on the roof. This Clifton Hill really has so many things to do. It's a dinosaur mini golf. So yeah, Niagara Falls, it feels like, especially this area, the Clifton Hill area, it feels like the whole thing is kind of like an amusement park. see from the sky, just an unbelievable day here. Blue skies, sunny. That is why I strongly suggest this time of year is the best time to come. Hotels will be cheaper, parking will be cheaper, everything will be cheaper, because in the summer it is just really busy here. And right now it's like it's busy, like exciting, like you can tell things are going on, but it's not just like everything is completely packed like in the summer. In the distance there you can actually see a few other buildings. So that is the Skyline Tower, where you can go up and there's an observation deck and you can see the falls from the top, which is obviously super cool. And then just to the left of that is the second casino, so Falls View Casino. If you like dinosaurs, this this mini golf is super cool. The dinosaurs look so realistic. Right behind me is one of the main parking lots for Clifton Hill and the tourist area. And today it's not even really half full, but again, in the summer everything is full and everything is more expensive. So yeah, if you're looking for the best time of year to come, definitely early fall, September and October, before it gets too cold. Really cool golf cart or go-kart track, the Niagara Speedway. Wow, you go upstairs. Yeah, real kind of midway feel here. This is just right beside the Ferris wheel and the dinosaur golf. If you're into games and amusement park, you could really spend a lot of time on in the Clifton Hill area. There's tons of hotels in Niagara Falls because it's such a big tourist attraction, tourist area. But again, compare the prices between the summer and the fall and you will get a much better deal this time of year. I can only imagine the prices in the summer at these hotels. I got a pro tip here for parking. So this big lot right in front of me, today is $15. In the summer it's probably more because it's the closest one to Clifton Hill. But then right here, this lot is $10, which is like a 2-second walk from the big lot. And if you go 2-minute walk down there, not sure if the camera picks it up, but it's parking $5. So go a little bit away from Clifton Hill and you can get some reasonable parking prices. Again, in the summer everything's going to be more. I'm here early October 1st, and everything in the summer is going to be more, but the parking is just funny. It's 15, 10, 5. They're all like a minute walk from each other. So you can see in this Clifton Hill area, there's just tons of businesses, souvenir stores, restaurants, wax museums. You keep on seeing the wax museums have been here for as long as I can remember. And it's funny, people come to Niagara Falls, of course, for the beautiful falls, which I will get to later in the video, but all of these tourist spots have built up over the years, specifically on the Canadian side. The US side is not really kind of hopping like this. It kind of feels kind of sad and depressing, actually. So just took a peek at the wax museum. I've been in the wax museum before, and they're actually really fun. The price for just the wax museum is $30, 30 Canadian dollars. We're in Canada. Or the employee mentioned if you want to get two of the other attractions, Ripley's Selfie Studio and Ripley's Believe It or Not, then it just adds $10 to the price and you can go to all three attractions. So this is the top of Clifton Hill, and again, this is just a really kind of touristy part of Niagara Falls. I want to show in this video what it's like in Niagara Falls, and this is what it's like other than you could just go to the falls, and then completely different point of view. It's just nature. Wow, that is loud. Frankenstein.
Always screaming about something, right, Eagle? It's a real scream!
So this is actually a roller coaster. It's not a haunted house, it's a roller coaster. And it was $13.95 per time.
Hurdle as you edge your way through the crypt, past the phantom, and on through the gallows and the snake.
Beware of the body snatchers and the hunchback. This deadly journey is not for the squeamish, especially through the monster chamber. Brush up again. It's all inside.
Join us if you did. The other kids tell you not to come here. Don't be scared. Within these walls, in one place, the world's not enough. Welcome to Castle Dracula.
Come face to face with the animals of the circus. Joey Kitty, our ferocious lion, keeps the cats meow. This majestic.
So this is the bottom of Clifton Hills, so getting away from the real touristy part, and then as you head towards the water, the falls, the border, it's about probably a 15-minute walk from here to the Horseshoe Falls. you can start to see, so those buildings you can see there actually on the US side in New York State, and they have a like an observation tower where you can walk out above the Niagara River. That's a view at the bottom of Clifton Hill looking up. So Niagara Falls is comprised of 3 different waterfalls. Two on the American side and one on the Canadian side. And the Canadian side, the Horseshoe Falls, is by far the biggest as far as water flow. It has about 90% of the water flows through the Horseshoe Falls, and that is 2 to 3 million liters a second. It's unbelievable. That bridge you see there is a border crossing, so that is the Rainbow Bridge, so where you cross from Ontario into New York. And there you can start seeing the falls. That is one of the 2 falls on the US side. You got lots of boat cruises that go up really close to the falls, and you get soaking wet. So that is one of the US falls. And I'll get up closer to the Horseshoe Falls, but that's Canadian Falls, the Horseshoe Falls. And that is the one where when you're beside it, you can just feel the water, the pull of the water and the mist. It's really incredible. One of the boats is actually called Made of the Mist. That might be it right there, moving up close. So everyone has rain ponchos on, and you get absolutely soaked from the mist of the falls. Really an unbelievable, naturally phenomenal area. When you come here, you realize why it is called the 8th wonder of the world, or a lot of people refer to it as the 8th wonder of the world. It's absolutely unbelievable. So that is a list of actually all the main tourist things you can do in the area. The Butterfly Conservatory is definitely one of my favorites. I'm not going to see it in this video, but it is really great. And then if you're brave enough, you can do Journey Behind the Falls, and there's a zip line. That I'll show in a second. That I don't know how anybody could do such a thing, but so there's the Made of the Mist. Well, there's a few Made of the Mist. That empty one as well is Made of the Mist. You load up and then go right over to the Horseshoe Falls, which there's a boat in there right now getting soaked. And that one departs from the US side, and then there's another one. Looks like Niagara City Cruises is loading up and departing from the Canadian side. So really there's so much to do in this area. If you want to go and see all the attractions, you really need a number of days here. And if you're into the casinos and the amusement parks, even potentially more, there's also Niagara-on-the-Lake is close to here, which is a big wine region. So if you're into wine, you can add a day or two or a week at Niagara-on-the-Lake. That's quite close there. It's a small town that's like a close drive to Niagara Falls. So if you're a very brave person, I am not a very brave person. I won't be going on the zip line, but there is a zip line here. And wow, it goes, holy cow, it goes so far down there. That would be an experience for the, the very brave. Some brave souls. Made of the Mist tours are really popular. There's 2 full boats right there. So this is a beautiful walk. Really enjoyable to do this walk along where you see all the falls. So I'm walking to the Horseshoe Falls now, which is by far the biggest one, as mentioned. But the whole environment here is just so beautiful and just so enjoyable. As you can see, it's a very enjoyable, leisurely walk to the falls. I mean, you see the US Falls almost immediately at the base of Clifton Hill, but then the Horseshoe Falls, the big ones that I'm getting closer to, is a really nice, very pleasant walk, especially on a day like today. And I mentioned it at the start of the video, and I'll mention it again, is I believe the early fall is the best time of the year to come in and see the falls and come visit Niagara Falls, both for beauty and temperature and the lower price of things like hotels. So that is the Skyline Tower behind me, and that is one of the recommended things I would say to see when you're in Niagara Falls. I mean, to me, the falls, and to everybody, I guess, the falls are the falls. That's why everybody is here. But there are all sorts of different things you can see. So I would recommend seeing the Butterfly Conservatory, the journey behind the falls, the boat cruise that gets you up close. Clifton Hill I showed, that's a kind of real touristy section, which is, it's fun in itself. There's a lot of energy on Clifton Hill. And then the Skyline Tower is cool. There's also a lot of historical things you can see in the area here, especially relating to the War of 1812, which played out in this area. And that is Falls View. So one of 2 casinos. And this actually as well, the parkway, if you have a car, driving along the Niagara River Parkway is a great thing to do as well. The mist is always unforgettable here. The closer you get, the more mist that there is. The boat name Made of the Mist is a great name, because one thing I always remember here is the mist. So that is Horseshoe Falls, and this is one of the best views you can get of it, but you can get up a lot closer to it. This is a great vantage point to just see the pure power of the falls, but you can get closer, much closer actually. It's interesting just how many people are out. I mean, the day is pretty much perfect. It's like 19-20 degrees Celsius. Perfect blue skies, just absolutely gorgeous. But you could imagine in the summer when kids are out of school and a lot of Canadians do their summer vacations, is it gets really, really busy here. Yeah, and I mentioned a number of times, that's why I suggest September, October is your best time to visit here. So to the left there is the other American falls. So that is New York State. And I've been to that side as well. Not really as much to see and do as far as the town, and definitely the most beautiful view of the falls is on the Canadian side, the Horseshoe Falls, which again has about 90% of the water going through that particular fall. Unreal the amount of mist that comes up here. I always remember that is the mist. It's just really incredible. This is more of the hotels. These ones obviously have a phenomenal view of the falls. That is amazing. And the Casino Falls view is right there, named after the view of the falls, of course. So the 8th wonder of the world, and when you come here you realize why it's called that. You really just feel the full force of nature here, and starting about here you start to feel raindrops as well. What feel like raindrops, but they're mist off just the incredible power of these falls. That you almost can't see the falls, and yeah, you start to feel little droplets of water. The site is managed by the Niagara Parks Commission. And here is just starting to get the full magic. You got the, it feels like it's raining here, but it's a bright blue sky with not a cloud up there. It's just so much mist starts to come down. This is the money shot, and this is just unbelievable to witness. Just this water right here, the Niagara River, just getting absolutely soaked from the mist. 2 to 3 million liters a second going over these falls. This is why you come visit Niagara Falls, and why you have to make it a trip in your lifetime, definitely. And everyone talks about bucket list things, but you really have to come see this. This is incredible. Absolutely soaking wet on such a bright, clear, sunny day. Just so much mist.
It just gets better and better in color. That's so beautiful. Look at green in this picture.
This is so surreal. The water coming over that. It's amazing how close you can get to it. You're like right there. People have gone over this in barrels, and some of them died. Some of them actually survived. So this is what it's like in Niagara Falls, and I wanted to show the really touristy side, but I also wanted to show the real reason why people come to the falls. This is an unbelievable natural wonder, and I've been here a number of times before, and every time I come I'm just as impressed as the first time. It's really incredible. Found a penny, which is funny because we haven't had pennies in Canada for a very long time. It's a US 2023 penny. Can't remember the last time I saw a penny. It's my good luck penny.